set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Here's Bridgewater. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. 2 yards on the pickup there. And this will line up, being a 3rd and 3. This defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle they go with Sanders. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Nice job forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Washington trying to take away that area of the field.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
Well, that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3 to 1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down. Now Smith. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. The Seahawks in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Smith. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throw out wide to Walker. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Play action. It's Smith. Rolling to his left. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 35-yard line. Geno now to throw. Short throw to Disley.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 2 on the play there. And the Seahawks are going to have a first down.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
After the run, Smith going to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What will look like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now it's Smith. Steps away. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Touchdown! Will Disley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2.
They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the former Husky, Marcus Peters.
And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
After the interception, here's Smith. Short throw to Disley. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now this throw caught left side. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
Good job there getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Here's Walker. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Again, Walker. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Running right, here's Sanders. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
We talked about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Third and short yardage, Bridgewater. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there.
When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Returnable for Lockett. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Off of play action, here's Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Geno. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 24 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really...
Touchdown, Seahawks! Marquise Goodwin from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And it is now 21-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And here comes Danny Johnson now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Washington going to go on offense one last time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we reach halftime.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They were winners last week over Tennessee, and they've got the lead here as well. They start this drive out 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Flushed out right, and that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Now Bridgewater. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. His throw incomplete.
Well, they've certainly played up to the top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Here's Johnson with a reception.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Throwing again. Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1. Here's Bridgewater. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Smith now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Goodwin.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Okay, ready?
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Second and 4. On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny.
And he's got it to about the 40.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. is here as he's taken down. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Bridgewater now. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up 4. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Throwing is Bridgewater. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to.
Touchdown! DK Metcalf, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers them too, because as you noted, this is a chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Washington ready to try again on offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing, Bridgewater. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back, and now outstanding field position. Play action. It's Smith. And he's got it. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Now Smith. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, he has been fun to watch throwing a football this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, that drive started without a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In clutch territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Washington offense set to take over again. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you what, Charles, this